Are you looking for some of the best fragrances on the market? Let's check out these fragrances real quick. So this was sent to me. Check out the travel atomizer. It is awesome. They kept with the whole theme perfectly. Absolutely loving it. In here is their, it's called Rouge Extrait. It is their Baca à Rouge 540 Extrait cologne. Or you could just really say inspired by fragrance. It is darn close to the Extrait. Smells great. You get some nice performance with it, nice sillage. For those of you who don't know, the BR540 is just a gorgeous, easy to wear, versatile fragrance. Very appealing, very mass appealing, I might add. This one here, I get about maybe 6 hours with the performance. It smells good. I like it a lot. Wish it lasted longer, but you know what? Hey, it's not the most expensive fragrance on the market, so very grateful to have something that smells just like BR540 Extrait, which is significantly more expensive. Now, I have 8 others to talk about. The next one I want to talk about is this one here. This is When. When is a good fragrance. I really enjoy it. Here is, oh, it's so good. In fact, I'm going to spray it on real quick. Just get reacquainted. Yeah, When. There we go. Now it's going through. So When, honestly, what I find for some of these, they're either really sweet, like they're taking the Herba Pura route. They're BR540, so I have Rouge and I have Rouge Extrait. Or they kind of go like a sweet barbershop or like a sweet fragrance, which again, Herba Pura is sweet too, I get that. But When is a little bit more of like a green fragrance. And I'm not saying green like this is a heavy vetiver fragrance that's just going to be really potent, and if you don't like vetiver, you're going to hate it. This is more like a green field and an amazing sweetness with it. The green is not overpowering. I'd say it's like 20% of the fragrance, to be totally honest, but the actual fragrance itself is just incredible. I love it. It's a great fragrance, very versatile. Again, for most of these fragrances, I get moderate to good performance. This one here, I got about 5-6 hours with it. Again, not the longest lasting, but the 6 hours were very good. I really enjoyed it. I liked the DNA. I liked the scent profile of it. It was good. It was a fun wear. It kept wafting up as I was wearing it. It didn't just like disappear. It didn't just pop for a little bit and then leave. It really lasted the whole wear. I enjoyed it. In fact, as I was moving, I just kept smelling myself going, what is this smell? It was so good. I loved it. So When, I mean, it was a win. Okay, I know that was terrible. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I couldn't help myself. All right, let's move on before I say another stupid joke. Keen, is that Keen? I think that is Keen. Oh, I'm telling you, this travel case is incredible. It's hard. It was hard for me to get them out. Oh, love it. Keen is good. I do like Keen. I remember Keen. Oh, just keep reacquainting myself with these fragrances. I'm gonna run out of body parts very soon. Yeah, Keen's one of the Herba Pura ones. So Keen smells very similar to Herba Pura. I don't think it's Herba Gold. I still think it's Herba Pura, but it might be Herba Gold. Anyway, it is that Xerjoff sweetness, that beautiful versatility. Again, if you do not like a sweet fragrance, you're going to say it's too feminine. I like sweet fragrances. I say this is a perfectly balanced unisex right down the middle. You go either side, anyone can wear this fragrance. It can be worn at an office. It can be worn at a date, at a club, at a bar, you name it. It can be worn anywhere. I really like it. I think it's very versatile. Maybe I wouldn't wear it to the gym. Probably going to be too clawing. And again, I don't know. Personally, I like wearing a fragrance that isn't going to be very annoying to anyone around you. Something that's just going to be subtle and make you smell fresh. So I wouldn't wear it to the gym. You could wear it, but I think at that point you're just looking for attention, and I'm at the gym to work out. So whatever. Rant over, man. That was like a definite dive right there. Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's Herba Pura. Yeah, I'm getting it now. It really has that nice Herba Pura. Keen, if I remember correctly, again, I got 6 hours with it. It was a good fragrance. I enjoyed wearing it. I enjoyed the performance of it. What I'm noticing for Game of Spades, they have really nice versatility where it just like wafts up, where you're getting that sillage and you're just getting to smell the fragrance as you're wearing it. Some fragrances you spray it on and after 2 seconds, you're like, where'd it go? And it's keep, oh yeah, it's still there. No, these ones I find as you move, as you just live your day, you will smell them. So again, if you're looking for something very similar to Herba Pura, check out Keen. It's very nice. I really enjoyed it quite a bit. Next up is Royal. This is actually the first one I wore. This was the first that was actually in, when I got this collection, it was in the Travel Atomizer. So of all the ones, this is the first one. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a little bit like a, oh, well, that was fun. It was a little bit I don't want to call it a barbershop, but like when I smelled it, it's like, oh, this is really good. It's nice. It's intoxicating. I'm gonna spray it back on. Yeah, definitely gonna run out of room. But hey, this will be a fun video to shoot. At the end, I'll smell incredible, or I'll smell like potpourri. Let's find out at the end what I smell like. Yeah, so Royal starts off heavy on the alcohol. So the rubbing alcohol is intense in the opening. You have to wait a little bit longer than the other ones. The other ones, I find when you spray them on, they go right onto your skin. You get that scent profile immediately. You're like, oh, that's what it smells like. Royal took a hot second for the alcohol to rub off. There we go. It's coming through now. So I like Royal. Again, of all of them, Royal's one of the ones I feel isn't the loudest. It is more on that just clean fragrance with a little bit of sweetness. It's very elegant. It's not loud. It's not going to be, I'm not taking this to a club. This is more, I want to put on a fragrance that I feel is very classy, but has a little bit of something interesting in it. So you're not just wearing a boring fragrance that a lot of other people wear. You're not wearing your Bleu de Chanel. Nothing against Bleu de Chanel. I do like Bleu de Chanel. But I'm just trying to say this is a little bit more of a different type of fragrance. It has a little, there it is. Yeah, there is a little hint of like almost like a fruit, whether it's a blood orange or like a little bit of bergamot in it. I don't know the notes for these fragrances, but this one, if I'm honest, of all the ones, this is the one I don't know that I am really wanting to purchase. There's a couple in here. By the end of this, I'll let you know I really want to get full bottles of. Royal isn't one of them. And again, I understand people will like Royal, and that this isn't like a throwaway fragrance. This is just, personally, it's not my type of fragrance. It's more on that like safer skin scent. It feels like a Molecule 1 type fragrance where you'll wear it, you'll spray it on, you can probably layer it perfectly, maybe it'll enhance other fragrances, but you're not going to spray this fragrance so that people will smell you. You're not going to spray this fragrance to maybe even enhance your profile, your personality, your confidence. It's more, I just want to wear a fragrance. I don't know what I want to smell like. I don't want to smell like really anything. I just want to be safe. I'll spray on Royal. Yeah, that's what Royal smells like. And again, it is a good fragrance. I feel like I'm dumping on a fragrance that I actually do like. I just don't think I'm going to buy it. I don't think it's full purchase worthy. Some of them are, again, I will keep talking about that, but Royal is not one of them in my books. Next up is Wildcard. I think Wildcard is the one I really liked. I'm going to spray it on. If I remember correctly. Again, I always have to smell it. Yeah, I do like Wildcard. Yeah, Wildcard is a very fragrant. It is a green fragrance. And again, you know me, I do not like green fragrances. But this one has a nice little like lemon citrus in it with that gorgeous green vibe to it. This one, I have to remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure this was the most sillage of any of the fragrances that I had on my skin. Now, again, everyone's skin responds a little bit differently, so maybe it'd be, other ones would be better on you. That was a definite stutter right there. I apologize right now. This one is good. I like it. Again, beautiful green. I can see this being a perfect spring fragrance. This is just like the best. The skies have parted, like doom and gloom from the winter. The sun is coming down. It's in like the 60s Fahrenheit. Or let's see, if we were going Celsius, that's basically 10. Yeah, like 10, 11 Celsius. It's starting to warm up. You're outside. You're like, oh, I need something. That is Wildcard. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful, kind of like your Terre de Mez type fragrance. We're not talking the most loud, blasting your face green fragrance. This is more of a classy, beautifully well done green fragrance. Love it. Actually love it. If I remember correctly, this one lasted longer than other ones because the sillage was better. So you kept smelling it longer than the other ones. It didn't die off. It kind of just blasted until it just ended. It wasn't one of those, it's on your skin for 3 hours with heavy projection and then 2 hour skin scent and then maybe 1 hour where you kind of pick it up and you don't know and then it's gone. It's just 6 hour fragrance. This is a 6 hours of just constant projection. And again, I was going 6 sprays, neck, shirt, back of my neck, and my arm. And oh my gosh, I could smell it the whole time. Loved it. It is a good fragrance. I liked it. And again, we're talking about 6 hours for that. I think most of these are 6 hours. I enjoyed it. All right, next one up is Bid. I do like Bid. I don't think... There we go, that part is... I remember watching a Jeremy Fragrance video where he just kept like I feel like I'm turning to that. Like he was like, oh, where do I have places to spray? I can spray here, 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 here. I'm like, holy cow, bro. I feel like I'm turning to that. Yeah, I don't like bid. Just, I don't like bid. I'm not a fan of bid. This is a very green fragrance. Bid is, how to describe it? You know when you have like a juicer and you're juicing a bunch of greens and then at the end you have that waste bucket full of all the fiber that the juicer just kicked out and you just smell it and it's like, oh, holy cow, citrus and like Celsius, celery and, you know, stuff like that. That's what it smells like to me. I know there's a market for it. I know people are going to like it. It's actually really funny. There is a fragrance I really like called Dia Santurga Italian Citrus, which also smells like the new PDM Perseus. This has a little bit of that vibe, except I feel like they're blended perfectly. The citrus just balances it so well, and the green isn't just like clawing. This feels like the green's a little bit more clawing. And again, I hate to say this, but it could just be my skin. Maybe it's just the way it responds to me. I'm just, again, this is not one of the ones I'm going to buy. So that is 2, Royal and Bid. I don't want them. Someone out there will love them. Someone's going to smell and say, this is the greatest fragrance ever. Because the perfumery is good. Like, it isn't like, oh, this is trash. This is horrible. It's just chemicals. No, they're really actually well blended. Like, I am shocked how good the fragrances are. It's just for me. It's not my fragrance. So, no to that one. All right, next one is Queen. Queen is also a no. And not because it is a bad fragrance, but because Queen is a feminine fragrance. So if you like florals, and I mean heavy florals, you'll love Queen. Queen is a great floral fragrance, good projection, good sillage, good longevity. Again, about that 6-hour range. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Queen, but again, it's not for me. So this is one of those ones, again, I will not buy a full bottle of, but not because it isn't something that I can enjoy. It's just, it's not a fragrance that I would ever wear. If a lady smelled it and they loved it, or if you like wearing really, really floral fragrances, you will like Queen. Queen fits that bill perfectly. I don't like florals. I don't like white florals at all. It wasn't for me. So that is Queen. Next one up is Jackpot. If I remember correctly, where do I have free? There we go. That is free. I'm definitely thinking I am going potpourri by the end of this. Yeah, I like Jackpot. Jackpot, and I think King. I don't think Ace. Tell you what, I'm going to roll this up. I'm going shoulder. Yeah, I'm going shoulder with this so I can have both of them on so they can dry. Oh, do not want to drop it. Almost dropped it. Shirt moved on me. There we go. Yeah, so Jackpot, and I think it was King, are the 2 that smell similar to Herbapura. Ace and was it Win? No, it was Royal. Ace and Royal are the 2 that are more of the like subtle fragrances, more like the Molecule 01 type fragrances. They're not going to blast you. They're just, you're wearing a fragrance that is safe and smells really good. Again, good smelling, just not heavy projecting, not heavy sillage, not heavy in your face, more of a subtle fragrance. I do like it. Again, I do remember wearing Ace and enjoying it. I just remember thinking, I don't smell anything on me. Yeah, it was definitely Jackpot. Personally, the 2, I think Keen I preferred over Jackpot. I thought Keen had a little bit more sillage, a little bit more power to it. Jackpot was a little bit more like taking Herbapura and toning it down, not having it as sillage. It is good though. It is very good. I apologize if this microphone is picking up all my like sniffs because I'd be annoyed. Like, sorry. I'm gonna leave that in. That was fun. Yeah. So of these fragrances, Rouge Extrait I would purchase. King I would purchase. Wild Card I would purchase. When I enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed those. So those are the ones I would purchase. Now, another bonus. Is I have one of the full bottles. So this was also sent to me another time. It is this one right here. This is Game of Spades Rouge. So this is BR540 EDP version. The one in the atomizer, travel atomizer, is Rouge Extrait. So we're talking the newer version, the Extrait version of BR540. This is the actual BR540 itself. So I thought I would show you actual presentation, what these bottles look like. They stick with the theme perfectly. The cool thing about this, and I don't know if you can see this, but this is not a solid bottle. So you can actually see your fragrance line through this red. So it does cover at a distance, like, oh, that's a cool, and then you see something moving, like, wait, what is moving in there? And you realize that is the actual fragrance. So you can see through this, test it out. Again, I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try and see if I can angle it just right. I don't know if it's gonna like focus right now, but just trust me, you can see through this. Now here is the atomizer. It's not a bad atomizer. It gets the job done. Again, I wish it was pressurized. The cap just slides into place. This right here was an enjoyable wear. I got about 4 hours with it though. That was the only thing I didn't like. Performance on my skin was about 4 hours and it disappeared. But the 4 hours, it was really good. I enjoyed it. And it is darn close to that BR540. You are, I don't want to say 1-to-1, but darn, it's pretty darn close to it. So anyhow, that is what the bottles look like when you order a full bottle. So if you're interested, this is, I believe it's 100 mil. Let's see, Game of Spades. Man, the problem with like a shiny bottle is reading sometimes. 100. I see it. I'm just trying to get it to work. Oh my gosh. Come on. Yes, 100 mil. Oof, I should have just guessed and got that right. So that's the 100 mil bottle. I don't normally keep packages, but I really enjoyed the package. So this is the box that it comes in right here. No, it's not dusty. I'm not dusting the box. Bottle just sits right in there. This is a magnetic lid. Again, kind of cool. I like magnets. I think it's cool.